I've never been more serious. Bottom of the deck, we have recurring thoughts. They've never been more serious about their hopes, their plans with you. So it's kind of like this could be a new situation. Children could be involved, okay? A child could be involved here for some of you, right? It's just when I saw this, I'm like, I've never been more serious. Wow. You know, it's like a dream that they've had, or a fantasy that they've had about a family here with this recurring thoughts. They've never been more serious about this. So let's just see, okay? Let's see what else wants to come through. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. Welcome to my hopefully daily tarot novella. I'm getting there, all right? I am. I'm so done. They have some plans. Okay, so they've been thinking about, do you guys see this? They have been thinking about, they have plans to show you, okay, in more ways than one. Way more ways than one. They're about to put a lot on your mind that you could even imagine. How deep their feelings are for you, how deep their love is for you. For some of you, you could be married to this person if you're not married to them. That's what they are thinking about. They feel like you're worthy of that, right? With this gifts and offers. This is, I'm not even gonna tell y'all like how I've been going so deep within, but not on purpose. I've just been tired, and I'll be like, I'm tired. On the weekend, sometimes I have my part-time job, and I'm like, I'm gonna take my bath. I'm gonna lay down, even though I want to do a video, and then I'll just get these crazy downloads. Okay, their throat chakra is about to be blasted open. They're about to tell you, yeah. They're going to give you something to reflect on. Okay, they love your brows too, by the way. Someone here has really fierce brows. If your brows are popping, definitely let me know down in the comments. With this transformation here, gift, judgment, this is definitely giving me commitment energy, okay? This is giving me spiritual contractual energy. It's like they're about to show you in more ways than one. Do you see how many butterflies are here? And you guys know that we have definitely been seeing the butterflies, right, as a confirmation. So if you've been seeing butterflies, if you've been seeing babies, okay, like little kids, right, could be significant. If you have small children, if you're with this person and they have children, if you have been feeling your heart chakra just randomly blasted open, I'm gonna put this deck down and just work with the cards that came out. They're thinking about you. They're planning, okay, but they want to surprise you in more ways than one. They want to show you how deep their love is. Now, I did say surprise, and the reason why I feel like it could, this gift or this whatever it is that they're planning, it could come in as a form of surprise, because we have physical things here that you can touch and you can actually feel, right? And over here with this reflection, we have things that you can actually look at. So this could be some form of verbal communication. Why did I hear online declaration? Why do I turn into a poet? Why? I don't understand why all of a sudden when I start going in with you guys, maybe someone here likes to rhyme. Okay, it's not every video, but I do pick that up and I'm like, Why did that just... I cannot. They want to give you something. And I feel like with this Judgment card, this is a spiritual awakening. This is a wake-up call. This is also the Ace of Pentacles here as well. Okay, so some of you definitely, I know y'all be thirsty. If y'all like me calling out the zodiac signs, let me know. If you don't care, let me know. Okay, I might do a survey on that, right? But definitely let me know down in the comments, because I do hear zodiac signs, so maybe that is significant. I'm definitely getting heavy Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, heavy Libra, Scorpio, and Cancer. So far, but could be any sign. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm picking up intuitively. Let's get some more messages from the tarot. I really want to focus on these two, right? And what are their plans? I don't really want to get too much into what are their plans, because I do feel this energy in my heart chakra that's telling me, like, if you really want to know what their plans are, then maybe you might not believe that this is your person, okay? Their plans are really, they're focused on something that has to do with their childhood. But let's just see, what else do you need to know? And who is this person? See what I'm saying? It's a celebration, and it is communication. I'm done. A celebration, communication. Okay, more rhyming words. Yeah, like I said, the moon here, Pisces could be significant. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, right? Your divine masculine. Let's say you haven't heard from them, or you know, maybe you have like a strong telepathic bond, because this illustration here in the back, right, that gives me the telepathic connection they're aware of. So sort of like they can communicate with you here, but over here it's like, oh my goodness, right? Like, why am I having such a difficult time? For some of you, it could be that they're used to physical connections, physical hookups, and they're used to easy access. Sometimes the Four of Wands gives me the energy of easy access. Like, you know, you met them at a party. The Four of Wands could definitely represent nightlife, okay? And look at this, Six of Wands online, okay? I'm over it. Why did I just hear thoughts and bots? I'm so over. Who is this person? You guys let me know who this person is. All right, this is someone very creative, and they could be someone who doesn't have to try so hard, okay? And I keep saying that because that's the same exact energy that I'm getting over and over again. However, when it comes to you, there's something that is linked to their childhood. There's something that's linked to how they felt as a child. Maybe you remind them of their childhood, or maybe you are, I'm getting the vibe that you're their childhood dream or wish or fantasy, okay? For some of you, this person can have a fantasy of like living on a farm, off the grid, and they right, having a cat and a dog, okay? They're really into duality. This is someone who is definitely a writer here, duh, okay? There's a writer here. There's some, yeah, rabbits and chickens, right? Yeah, I'm definitely seeing this. If that's not the case, this is someone who likes to live a natural life. They really do come from humble beginnings, but there is something about you, let's say that you did too, but they look at you like you're the queen of the century, or you're the goddess or the empress of the world, right? Yeah, so let's just see what else wants to come up. I'm literally just vibing, okay? What is up with this transformation, okay? And their recurring thoughts. Look at that. Yeah, it's because they fell in love. Yeah, they fell in love with you. And yeah, I think they want to tell you about that. So that's one of their plans. They could have some plans to take you on a picnic, take you somewhere outside. They definitely could want to get earthy with an earthy girl, okay, outside. Or should I say earthy feminine, all right? Outside. Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing we outside tonight. Let me tell you something. That's from my friend telling me that her kids told her something like that. So I don't know. I don't even know who that is. But I thought it was so funny. Look at that. Let me tell you something. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, I'm also hearing like, I'm tired of these streets. I'm tired of these freaks. Okay. That's CK. You guys should definitely check out that song, Tay Tay. I feel like I'm hearing that. They're tired of these people that are outside tonight. They're tired of, you know what I'm saying, right? I don't need to spell it out. Look at this Ace of Pentacles, okay? They want to be with you. They're tired of the streets. They're tired of the freaks. And they have plans to let you know this. This is the Ace of Pentacles. It doesn't really get any better than this. Yeah, this is definitely someone who has a lot of options here with this Wheel of Fortune. I haven't really used this deck in a while. I love this deck. It's one of my favorites. I'm definitely going to tap in really quick and just get some more messages. Anything that wants to come through, because this reading feels more like a very spiritual reading, a highly intuitive reading as well. The number 21 could be significant, which reminds me of the World card. So that kind of tells me that maybe this person could be an Aquarius, right? Or you could be a Taurus, a Scorpio. Okay, now when I say Scorpio, I do mean like high vibrational. I'm sorry to say, on the World card, there is an eagle. There's not a little scorpion. This is someone who has evolved past their emotional blockages, fear of abandonment, and most of my readings, that's who I'm tapped into their energy. But I don't know why, for some reason, I felt guided to point that out. If you have been dealing with someone at a distance who's like using narcissistic abuse or emotional abuse of any kind, right, for long periods of time, this is not your reading. And that is not your person, okay? Maybe they can become that later, okay? But right now, that's not who they are. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about for those of you that could be at a distance, but there is so much desire to be together, okay? That could be something that they're planning with this Ace of Pentacles and this Two of Cups. They want to spend more time with you. If you spend time with them, they want to spend more time with you. There's something about time and physical, you know, energy, interaction being at the forefront here. So for those of you that are in alignment with this and you're ready for this, this is what it is. Now, for others of you, if you're like, I just want to say, and I feel like some of y'all are going to be like, I don't know if I like her anymore. But I'm fine with that, because guess what? I'm not here to entertain. Yeah, that may be one element of it, but I do take these messages really serious because I know what it feels like to be in that state. But this person wants you to know that they are manifesting you, and I feel like they are manifesting you because you're manifesting them, okay? I am coming trust. Why did I say that? Why did I say I'm coming trust? That's not even what this says. It says I'm manifesting you. So they're definitely coming towards you. Maybe some of you feel like that. Or maybe, yeah, that's what this message is right here. Okay. For one, I will say, without telling all their business, the main thing is to communicate something to you. I don't know if you haven't spoken to them. I don't know if you have spoken to them, but they haven't given you some sort of clarity. But I will a cat could be involved here, okay? Someone has a cat, all right? You guys could be seeing cats as well. I'm also hearing feathers. You could be seeing feathers. You could also, why am I hearing like rattle, like those little baby rattles? I don't know why. If you guys are seeing baby rattles or something like that, like it's like a toy. It could be a toy for a cat, but that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a toy, baby toys, but like a baby toy rattle, right? Let's just get one more for their thoughts. I really love that. Yeah, my readings are straight up. So don't forget to click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my readings. And definitely comment down below. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know if this is your reading. Okay, because I definitely enjoy reading you guys' readings. Why did I say readings? Some of you guys are readers that are watching, right? And yeah, I just wish things were different is what they're thinking. And then we have definitely, and then we have love is the answer. So what I think is happening is, I think that something about meeting you or interacting with you, knowing you, being in your presence is life-changing. And they know that the reason why with this, definitely, this is the Tower, this is life-changing. This is an occurrence that happens to force you to be more conscious, not only of your own desires or feelings, but everyone around you. Love is the answer. I just wish things were different. For some of you, I am getting that there could be a child involved, or they could feel as though childhood wounds are not being healed in some sort of way, right? Or as fast as they think. But at the end of the day, I'd like to say that I think you guys are doing a great job, because they want you to know that they are manifesting you. So for some of you, this could be someone that you know of, that maybe you have not met them yet. This is just for some of you, because I need to figure out a way to do these readings sometimes that don't make you live in a fantasy in your head, okay? I would say that could be a possibility, but I would always want you guys to kind of know the person that you're dealing with, okay? But you could be manifesting them, all right? Some of these details, all right? Yeah, the color pink, the color purple, the color green, the color gray, the color white could be significant, okay? Let's just see, what else do you need to know? And then we're going to get some advice from my ancestors, spiritual confirmation. All right, what else do you need to know? And who is this person, about who this person is. Apparently, yeah, about what they're thinking as well. Because when I tell you they're thinking about you and they got plans for you, baby. You know, this card kind of comes up a lot. Sometimes it's reversed, sometimes it's upright. I feel like they're going to admit to you that maybe they grew up in a home where there was violence, or, you know, or just toxic behavior. I feel like they're going to talk to you about how that's their fear. They've been in a relationship like that. It doesn't have to be physical, but it definitely feels like someone trying to take their power, okay? Ooh, this is too deep, baby. This is not what they want. So I hope you guys, like, you know, if you are being toxic, you know, That's not what they want. Okay, they can see toxicity a mile away. All right, so also too, I want you guys to remember that, you know, they do read everything that you say. Okay, they read your text message, they see everything, right? So communication is definitely affecting this situation, right? Let's see what else you want to know. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you hooked up with them and you feel like they can never commit or have intimacy with someone that they just hooked up with, right? Or you could be feeling like, yeah, that's what I'm getting for some of you. For others of you, I'm getting that these images they just look so different. So it's sort of like this hookup, you know, it turns into something serious, right? But if you were expecting just because you hooked up, right, that you're gonna be in a relationship, that's not right as well, okay, for some of you. But for the majority of you, I'm really getting that they just don't want to have one night stands anymore. They don't want hookups. They feel like one night stands and hookups and all of that stuff, it's just so toxic. It doesn't lead, okay? I'm literally hearing someone say, like, I don't want to meet another person in a club or a bar, okay? Look, they met their ex. Someone met their ex in a club or a bar or nightlife, and it's like they're heavily thinking about that. These are repeating messages as well, so if you feel guided to, definitely check out more of my readings. But what they're looking for is intimacy, okay? They don't want casual relationships. They don't want one night stands, right? They don't want a fling. They want intimacy. So that's what I feel that, yeah, they could be transforming into this person, right? They could literally be transforming in more ways than one into the person that you want them to be, right? With this transformation, they changed a lot. And I feel like, yeah, with this butterfly, people could see this. People could see them. People can see that they have changed, okay? They could be checking them out online. This could be their ex. This could be their friends. This is just like randoms, okay? So let's see. Why do they feel like they want intimacy with you? And then we're going to get some messages from the ancestors for advice to close out. Oh my goodness, because they feel like their past relationships, people needed liquid courage, okay? They just dealt with people that, like, everything was about a party. Look at this. This is why everything was party, anxiety, liquid courage, right? That's not what they want. They're over this energy. That's what they dealt with, okay? Now, let's see how they're actually seeing you for reals. Just for some added layer of clarity. And then we'll get some advice from the ancestors to close out. Now, I do see healing. So they feel like your connection is healing. They feel like you heal them, right? And their hope that, you know, for some of you, they could feel like discovering a past life connection with you with this reunion, second chance, back together, right? And these crystals, you're just in alignment with them. Spirituality is coming through. The Kundalini is coming through. Yoga is coming through. Matcha tea is coming through. Chamomile tea is coming through. They have some plans for you because you're pretty much the complete opposite. Instead of you giving them anxiety and causing them anxiety and trauma dumping, you actually bring healing to them. What's on the bottom of the deck? Let's see. Oh my goodness. They can see you for what you really are, okay? You definitely blew up their life. You blew up their life. Yeah, there's just something healthy about this. And yeah, there might be people who don't like this, but no one cares. All right, no one cares. The number 26 could be significant. The number 54 could be significant. Let's see. Let's get some advice from the ancestors. All right, spiritual confirmation deck to close out. I love it so much. I feel like this is definitely a repeating card. It says a crossed over loved one is speaking to you through signs and synchronicity. Sorry guys, sometimes when I'm channeling, I'm like, I know I wrote these, but I'm like, I'm writing, but sometimes I'm even writing with my eyes closed, you know? Yeah, they're speaking to you, your crossover loved ones, through signs and synchronicities. Most of these messages I do not remember. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they want you to know that someone wealthy and famous is admiring you from afar. Now I do remember this card, and every time this card comes up, I feel like this is someone who actually works in your field. Okay, I do not get necessarily that this is a romantic person that you're dealing with, but for some of you it could be. But I get that this is someone who literally works in your field. So whatever you do, they do the same thing, right? But they could be more advanced than you. They could be more well known than you, though that's who is admiring you. All right, just for you to know. Okay, but you can take it how it resonates. All right, let's see what else, because that one I was like, did I write that? And I wanted to take it out, but I'm like, tell me what it means, tell me what it means. So I left it in because, yeah. You know how people can get, right? You know how people can get. So because you are so grateful, you will continue to be blessed beyond measure. So yeah, maybe that's why. Because you are so grateful, this is the type of energy and wealth, right, that you bring into your life, right? And then on the bottom of this deck, it says, the person that likes to hurt you will be replaced with someone to love, honor, and adore you. So yeah, whatever you've been going through, I feel like this is turning into some words of encouragement. Definitely let me know if this is your reading. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.